Wow. These are some big bags.
You look awful. Thank you.
Yeah, so I did film this the other day explaining what I'd been doing to the red turbo Mark 1, but I just waffled way too much, like normal, so I'm going to film it again. The reason I look like this is because we've been painting the NC, and I've done about 3 very late nights trying to get all that done. So yeah, what a treat for you. I was prepping for Teesside to do a drift day, because basically booked onto Next Level in Poland. Actually booked onto the wrong one first, and then cancelled all that, cancelled the tube, hotels and everything, got my money back, rebooked onto the correct one. Then I thought, last time I drove the car I didn't drive very well. The arches were rubbing really, really bad on the stock metal arches, so I needed to make some clearance, but I didn't want to start hacking them up, repainting them and all that kind of stuff. So I raised up a little bit, raised up at the rear as well, cut and extend the suspension cups on the coilover so that I had enough thread to actually raise it up. Cat and sleeve the tyre rods, extend them. It had the short and lowers and then the rear knuckles on as well. And then after raising it up, I had too much positive camber, so I put some shortened adjustable upper arms on, and then needed to realign it, obviously. That's a toe set then. I just did the height on this side just to hopefully match the other side. Wheel arch gap wise, 2 fingers, perfect. Any more than that, it's too loosey goosey.
Man, that's gross.
So I've got toe plates, they just sit either side flat against the wheel, and you've got a tape measure either side. So another one this side, a couple of tape measures, and it was within 1mm of each other, so that's close enough. So I'm going to crack on with getting the wing off to do the bonnet hinge. This hinge on this side of the bonnet is so stiff.
I'm so stiff.
Every time I try and open the bonnet, it basically wants to rip itself out of the bolts. So I've got this spare hinge, and I've drilled out the pin and replaced it with a bolt and a little nylon washer in between, because this one was also really stiff, but hopefully we can get that on and it'll stop me needing to have like 2 people to open the bonnet, because at the moment I have to undo these, lift from this end, and then have someone holding it that end as well to stop the bonnet from bending around that, because the... Just help me. Yeah, it is so stiff, it's like it's completely seized, so which is annoying anyway. But then obviously if I'm doing a drift day and there's like a fire in there and then someone runs over to try and help, it just rips the bonnet off. That's just making everything so much worse. So yeah, we'll do that too. Good thing is nobody can see the fact I'm actually squatting down to be in camera. So this is the old hinge off the old bonnet, off the same bonnet. It's not a new bonnet, it's just the bonnet, but that's the hinge, and I genuinely can't move it by hand. That's, yeah, it's completely seized. I'm amazed it didn't snap the studs off the bonnet, to be fair, but anyway. So I put the new hinge on, and so that's nice. I also switched up from a 195 45 to a 195/50 tyre. Yeah, so those VSKFs are, with the spacer included, is about equivalent to 15x8 ET5. So these are ET10, so these will sit 5mm further in. I do have a 5mm spacer I can slip on as well, but this is a slightly taller profile to 195/50. So we'll see how they fit on there. The forbidden cocktail.
Now drink it.
when I got there wasn't really anyone I knew particularly well to drive with, which actually turned out to be quite a good thing, because it made me just focus on driving better, getting a good line around the track. Apart from a bit of off-roading, the car is absolutely fine, drove really, really well. Obviously, because the day had gone so well, the van had to brake, so the caliper seized, and then I'm going to replace that because I've got some brand new parts from Febby. They've sent me two rear calipers and then some cables. There we go, 2 lovely new brake calipers, left and right, or maybe left and right, I don't know, but they're brand new, so it's cool. And then brand new cable. I've got another one on the way, so hopefully this will sort that issue out once and for all.
Well, that was a weird movie.